Neanderthals are back.
Yeah.
And you know we can never be whack.
Again. We can never be whack.
Jigging with Neanderthals.
I think that might be the first rap to appear on our podcast.
The goal would be to somehow incorporate into open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. But like, you know, open the door, bring all your pals. Everybody listen to the Neanderthals. Nice. God.
I thought you were going to go a bit further and say that the ultimate goal would be to, around the time of our 7th rap album, get into a serious beef with like Eminem and the remains of the Wu-Tang Clan, and then we'll have like a diss battle.
Remains of the Wu-Tang Clan. That's my favourite album of theirs.
Oh yeah. It's a good album, I think.
Oh, you've got water as well, not just beer.
Cheers to you, sir. For the first time since we started recording these, my compatriot has the ability to perv on me because I recently got a webcam. So that's why he's making comments about my beverages of choice. He's lucky I put clothes on, to be honest. At least on the half that you can see.
Yeah, we could both be completely bottomless. By which I mean we have no bottoms whatsoever.
Exactly.
Cheeks are flat as pancakes.
Well, that's basically true for me anyway. I've got like top of leg, and then it goes into lower back. I don't really have
Neria
derriere. Nice. I knew you'd come for that.
I'm wearing from my brief time working on the next sale 6 years ago.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Was that like around a Christmas Yuletide job? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was before I got my job at the second-hand retail entertainment store.
Yes.
Also had a haircut today. Hey, look how bald I am. Yay. Look at it. Oh, God. Oh, ooh, nasty.
You're kind of receding at the sides. That's the classic, not quite a widow's peak, is it? But because you don't get the Bela Lugosi.
I'm getting it here, but also right down the middle.
Oh my goodness!
It's right. I mean, that's just made it worse when I fingered it. But even when I do that, look,
fingering generally makes things better. But in this case, you just made it slightly worse.
It doesn't. If I move it, it's just all down.
You're gonna have a forked hairdo.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just gonna shave it off. It's getting red at some point.
Do it, man. Yeah. Got to go anyway. Buzz cut all of it. Sorry. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. So before I worked at the pretty much right before, I for 2 weeks worked at Next in their warehouse.
I'm amazed you mentioned the name of the retailer.
Yeah, well, I did say it was at the Next sale, so it needed context that it was a company called Next. But yeah, it was a 2-week thing, and I bet you've never heard of what is called a Kimberling gun, have you?
Kimberling gun?
Yeah.
Is this a gun for firing Kimberlings?
Yeah, it's mainly used for Arnold Schwarzenegger's character Richard Kimball in Kindergarten Cop.
Nice.
That's what he used.
Nice.
No,
wasn't it that the weapon that the accused was supposed to have used in The Fugitive as well?
There we go.
Dr. Richard Kimball.
I was waiting for that one.
I knew there'd be another one. Yeah.
But a Kimberling gun, basically the part of the Next sale job is for about a week beforehand. What you have to do is tag the clothes, so the little clothes tags that are hanging out. And what you need to do, you've got this kind of triangle at the top sort of corner of your sleeve. So you've got where it joins. Yeah, you're looking at it. Yeah, you see, you've never noticed it before, have you?
Oh, the seam where the bit where the two seams meet.
So you've got so you've got the one across from the sleeve and the one down from the top. In that little T junction, right in the middle, is where you're always supposed to, the little taglets. It's got the bit of plastic.
The little plastic tags. Yeah.
It is literally a needle that goes through that hole, click it, and that's how the taglet goes in. So you put it like through the little bit of paper, through the T, frink, and it tags it. That was my life for the first week and a bit, and then I worked on the actual Boxing Day sale as a bagger. which is literally just
a technical job, if ever there was one.
The lovely, lovely, lovely young next women, aged between about 19 and 23, were just tired, just scanning things and just throwing them at me, just like, put him in the bag, put him in the bag, put him in the bag. And I was just like, oh. And I didn't get off with a single one of them, and I'm sad.
So you say you worked there for 2 weeks. Was that because that's how long the employment was for, or because you decided it was not worth staying?
No, that was just
they decided they didn't want to keep you.
Length of employment. I was unemployed, and then I got that job, and then I was unemployed again.
At least you got a T-shirt out of it.
I did get a T-shirt, and it has seen many a wears. Oh,
I'm sure it has.
And then about 2 months after that is when I got the job at the Sexy, and my life changed forever. Yeah, cool story about your history, Hefty.
Yeah,
cool story, bro.
I was just, I really want one of those T-shirts, like a cool story. Like I've seen ones which have like the West Side Story logo kind of design with like the fire escape on it that says "Cool Story, bro."
Yeah,
in the same font. I think that'd be a really good one. I really want one that says "Cool Story, bro. Tell it again," because just to add that little kick on the end.
A little bit of spice at the end of that.
A little bit of spice. Yeah, exactly. That internet thing where you spice something with your elbow. That one.
Spice Bay. Ooh.
Spice Bay. There you go.
Spicy Bay.
See, now we can communicate visually as well. This is fantastic.
Oh, man.
The only downside is that our listeners can't see it.
Yeah, we're like 2/3 of the way there.
2/3. I'll tell you. Give us another 18 months or so. We'll get a live stream going. You can follow us on Twitch.
Yay! That's not going to be a dead medium anytime soon.
Or YouTube. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Platform of choice. Instagram.
Let's get on Daily Motion and
let's get on Daily Motion and be retweeted by a load of Dutch people.
Yeah.
Apparently, they've got there's a Dutch website, like video hosting site called Gumpet.
Gumpet.
Yeah. So I feel like that should be one of our. Maybe that would say we don't stream to any like English language sites. Just Gumpet.
Oh, I really like these Neanderthal guys. They're really pretty cool.
They're pretty cool. Very, very witty.
These past 2 podcasts, they've been doing a lot of accents. It's really, really wow.
Yeah. Speaking of the last podcast, you left us all on a cliffhanger with your story of the person who trained you at your current job.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I didn't forget. Right.
So let's recap. And
here's another tale. Today is Hefty's Tales Day.
Hefty's Tales of Employment. Settle in, children. Settle down.
Settle down. Right, we've been through Next and Kimbling. Now let's go on to banking and... So, obviously, it was way back in the summer of 2015 when I got my job, which I'm still at the bank. And I was trained by a very ginger... I know. By the way, if you can hear any noises, the dog is asleep in the room, so there might be some loud...
Does his little feet go when he's dreaming about chasing rabbits?
He tends to like flex, like he doesn't
like
tend
all of his body like tenses at once.
Yeah. Anyway, so pretty soon it will be the job I've worked at longest, because it was about 3.5 at our shared job.
Yeah, our place. Yeah.
But this will soon be overtaking it because I'm now at about. It was end of July, so that's when I started there. So it's getting up there now.
Feeling the antsy now. Are you feeling like, I need to move on?
I've been feeling antsy for the past year.
That's true.
But the difference here to last job is, this is proper full time, and it's an awful lot of effort to go looking for another job. Mm-hmm. And also, they're still paying me really well. And I'm probably going to get another pay rise. Oh, God.
I've got to stay here now because I'm going to get a pay rise.
I'll just keep searching for jobs internally until I'm forced at gunpoint to get a job outside. Anyway.
Back in the younger days of...
Yeah, when I was pre-30s. And
I was still bitter about that, are you?
So I was being trained by a man who was oh so very ginger and looked oh so very much like Sheamus from the WWE.
Yes.
an insanely large amount of.
Was insanely large as well, or just
he was just seriously. He's like 6'4" or something. He's like a big dude. So doing the training, that, and he always seemed a little bit like he wasn't like your normal kind of boring trainer guy. He always had sort of more character about him. But you just it is what it is. You think nothing of it. I got on with him quite well. A lot of people did. So it then gets to about 3 years later. Yeah, it's probably about July, probably August time, and someone we have a work group chat on WhatsApp. Everybody does. Who doesn't?
Everybody's got one of those, yeah.
It's WhatsApp. It's what it's for. And a post comes up of the trainer in question in kind of a weird pose, kind of both hands up, like it's kind of a keep away motion, and with some writing around it. I'm just trying to see if I can find it now for the exact wording.
Was this some like homebrewed meme somebody created?
This was not a home. Well, it would have been found on an online predator catching website, essentially.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
But anyway, basically,
I kind of like the idea that these online to catch a predator websites, they have like the presumably they have like the video of them being like caught in the act in inverted commas. Somebody's got to create that thumbnail. Someone's got to scrub through that video and find the place where the perpetrator is looking the most guilty, with a kind of "Oh, was it me?" kind of face, and then put the text around it. I kind of like that somebody had to do that.
Yeah. So.
And this is how you found out.
Yeah, so it put it up and he'd used a nom de plume pseudonym of Sean. I found it now. I'm about to send it on to you. But yeah, his nom de plume on the chat site was Sean. And he was caught in Salford. As a bit of background to this, that very same day he had been teaching 12 to 15-year-olds about banking. He'd been doing, you should see that come through on your phone in the next minute or so. So Sean from Birkenhead arrested in Salford, and he's doing his thing, and when it doesn't look professional, like if that's come through for you all, it just doesn't look really very. It looks like someone's done a really cheap kind of piss-take job. So we thought nothing of it until he also, the same person who sent this picture, shared a link to this Facebook page, which contained a video. And the video, again, it didn't seem kind of real, because, he's people are going to think, oh, Sean, is that you? And he's like, yeah, what's and it's like, oh, you've been chatting to a 13-year-old online, haven't you? And we were all just thinking, oh, this must be some kind of in-house video where it's like, oh, this is the danger. This is what can happen if you don't use work terminals appropriately or something. And I'm just sitting there waiting for it to be brought to you by the bank. And
waiting for the training message to drop at the end.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, 9-minute video. That's pretty hefty. That seems a bit of a long one. Oh. And I just keep on watching. I'm like, oh, you know what?
That shoe isn't dropping.
Yeah, I'm really not thinking this is from the bank. I'm really, I don't think bank training videos will phrases like, so Sean, why were you telling a 13-year-old to eat your cum? Now I'm pretty sure we've now crossed it. I think this is real now. I don't think this is any kind of training thing. And it was at the point...
Okay.
Go on.
Two things there. If your internal training videos do use the phrase "eat my cum," I would love to see that video.
Inappropriate terms in the workplace.
Yeah, maybe that's one of the HR things, is things you can't say to your coworkers, or it's how to deal with a disgruntled customer. I'm going to find you. I'm going to make you eat my cum. Now, in this situation, it's important to try and calm down the customer. Don't make any promises of any sexual agreement.
Well, I can see what we can do about that. However, let's look into your charges first and work from there, huh?
Let's take care of the banking issue before we take care of the wanking issue. So
low-hanging fruit there, low-hanging.
I was going to make a joke about being... Never mind.
But yeah, like the bit that really hit home was when... and it's quite amusing to think about it now, but he literally, on the floor, on pavement, was in the fetal position, knees on ground, head in hands, just going... and sort of fake vomiting, but then doing the... spitting it. Yeah. It's like, I feel sick for what I've done. And it's like, oh, cool. Wow. This is weird. There were actually sort of 2 videos released, but it's the second one shows him when the police have come, and he's being handcuffed by a policewoman who must be about 5'5", and he's about a foot taller than her, and he's just like, "Yep, I understand what I've done. Yeah, I know where I'm going. Yeah." And the other background information is he does have, or did have, a wife and child as well. So of
course.
Why wouldn't you? Did that picture come through? Oh yeah.
I haven't got it yet. No, not that I've researched this kind of criminal before, but that seems to be a sort of common occurrence, if you like, because the mask of normality, if you will, so that you can indulge in things. So like he was saying in this video, he already knows that it's not socially acceptable, as well as illegal, and he knows that it's wrong. So he put on this mask of a normal person with a normal life as that added layer of protection. That's what I'm led to believe by news reports and watching crime TV series from America. Oh, there we go. Hello, picture. That picture's fantastic.
Yeah. Like, if you saw that, you'd be like, that's not from a real thing. That's something someone's just done on pin. That's not a real thing at all.
No. That does look like a joke that's been made. Like, if you go to your mate's wedding or something, and you'd manage to catch a picture of somebody who's just in the middle of telling a funny story or
and
joke.
Of course,
and they've got the kind of derp face on, and then they put the ridiculous banners at the top and bottom.
Something he never told Tracy. Caught by the pedo finders, Sean?
Sean, eh?
Oh. But yeah, in one of...
I can't believe that my initial reaction to that was to laugh.
I know the background of this story now. Hilarious! But yeah, on one of the videos, there was also like, so why did you do it, Sean? And one of his excuses was, I just thought it was some kind of sex game. I thought she was older. I thought it was just some kind of weird fetish. No. He went back on that after about 5 minutes. He's like, oh yeah, I'm lying.
I'm lying.
I'm sick. I'm sorry. I feel really sorry for what I've done.
He does look quite a bit like Seamus as well.
An insane amount like Seamus. Like, you put those two next to each other. Ooh, some heavy confusion could happen.
Yeah. That's why he doesn't wrestle in the UK anymore.
Yeah. Fella, I've heard there's a nonce around. Looks like me.
There's a nonce around. What does he look like me? No, I'm not going back there.
No, thank you. I am not going back there. I'm not going to be called out for any nonciness. No, thank you.
Says the man who goes to work every day in the skin-tight Speedos.
In front of a crowd half full of children.
In front of thousands of people.
I'm no pedo.
Nah, he's not.
Yeah, that's my...
To be clear, we're not saying that Seamus is. No.
To be very, very clear, Seamus, who participates in WWE, the wrestling program, is not a paedophile as far as we are aware.
As far as we know.
Unless he has ever gone by the pseudonym or nom de plume of Sean from Birkenhead. In which case...
Sean. You're really liking that phrase, nom de plume.
Partly because I originally learned it from Aladdin, and I was like, what does this mean? And I had to use the 1995 version of Google, which was an encyclopedia.
Did you have encyclopedia on DVD?
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Do you remember those? Encyclopedia Britannica on DVDs.
I didn't have. I had it on the. I think I had the CD-ROM when I got my first computer, but I never had the DVD. I had a proper big, actual encyclopedia.
That's amazing. Did you have the one that took up 17 shelves?
No.
It came in 4,000 volumes.
Sadly not. My mama was not so affluent as to afford such frippancy.
We had the single volume, thank you very much, and we sufficed with it.
From which I gained the knowledge of nom de plume.
I quite like the shape of those words as he's saying them as well. Like, because you've got the M, the double M sounds. It sounds like you're dropping a plum into a bucket of water. If that was the phrase used to describe dropping a plum into a bucket of water, it'd be almost onomatopoeic.
Well,
nom de plume.
I'd never thought about that until this very moment. Well,
I clearly hadn't thought about it that much before either, because it's a ridiculous thing to have crossed my mind.
You've given me food for thought. That food may be a plum.
Maybe plums. Yeah.
You know, plum follows on from fish pie very well.
Maybe so. I assume this gentleman no longer works for the company.
No. All record of this man has been scrubbed from existence.
Apart from the internet and also this podcast where we're recording it right now.
Well, he did also go, because he went from the training or whatever that he was doing with the young people. He also was still in uniform. So that was fun.
No.
And, as like a bookend of that of what happened. So when it had all been there, like the day after, the previous day, my manager had been just suddenly been taken off to a meeting. And once I'd found this, I was like, oh, I think I get what that's about. Okay. So I was like, oh, can I know work started, but can I just maybe borrow you for 5 minutes? So we went into a room. I was like, okay, so you know about what's happened with Sean? And he was like, what? I was like, oh, you know the thing with Sean?
You do know?
From the...
Right.
And he's like, I've no idea what you're talking about. I was like, oh, well, I've got some news for you. Check out this video. And after about 2 minutes, you're just like, okay. I think I'm going to have to send an email out, aren't I? I was just like, yeah. So probably everyone, at least on this floor, I'm pretty sure knows about this. I really thought this was what you went in that meeting for yesterday. And he was just like, no, that was about Christmas hours. But thank you for letting me know about this.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Yeah, we'll deal
within
with
about 5 minutes, there's just an email sent out across the floor. It's like, so, we may all know what's happened with the previous trainer. However, please refrain from making any comments to anyone about anything. If anyone from the media does wish to get in touch with us, please direct them to the dedicated media liaison team. I was like, oh, cool. So, I just basically alerted the entire building to that being a thing now. Cool. The thing is, that was the day I was covering for our deputy as well. So I was obviously sub-manager, and I had to be like, cool, so guys, that thing that we've all been talking about, not in work. You now shut the fuck up. Because the last thing that anybody needs is for a customer to obey someone in the back room going, yeah, Andy's a nonce. And it's like, oh, shit. That's not how it needs to get out.
So you decided this podcast would be the better way.
Well, I mean, I've not... nobody knows who I work for.
No names. No.
It's just one of the many banking institutions. Could be HSBC, could be Monzo, could be Revolut, could be any of those new upstart banks. You know, Revolut. It's like a multi-use account. So you get a card that you can use anywhere, and it won't if you go abroad, it won't charge you any fees. Just kind of instant conversion. It'll be very handy if you're going abroad, but it's like a chargeable account, though. So you've got to
pay for the privilege of not paying for the
rough
privilege.
with the smooth. But hey, there you go.
Yep.
So endeth the tale of the
employment hour.
The tale of the paedophile trainer.
Again, not somebody who trains paedophiles. Yeah. A guy who was a trainer who also turned out to be a pedo. I mean, it's good that it was stopped either way.
Yes, absolutely. However it happened, however the man was nabbed, boop.
Like if he'd been running a seminar on how not to get caught and then was caught, that would have been hilarious.
Right, kids.
Just right, folks. So when you're chatting online to the children and you don't want to be caught, here are some key skills you need to learn. Oh shit! He'd be discredited as a trainer. People wouldn't believe him anymore.
Well,
Do you need retraining now?
I feel that everything I've been everything I have been taught is now tainted. So yeah, I may be inadvertently giving off some paedophilic vibes without even knowing it.
Mm.
So, yeah, I've demanded thorough and extensive retraining, and hopefully the next one won't turn out to be some kind of necrophiliac or zoophile. Because, slippery slope, isn't it? I mean, they've already already allowed gay marriage. Anything's in the realm of possibility now, isn't it? Where you might as well just marry our cousin's horses.
If that's what you're into. No, you probably shouldn't.
I'm not a right-wing fuck job with that kind of ludicrous linearity.